Hi there, it's time for another Commands and Colors Ancients gameplay, and we are continuing with the Spartans expansion, and we will catch up from where we ended last. We have played through all the Peloponnesian War battles featured in this booklet, and we're now entering the time after the peace. And well, it was a peace, but it was not very peaceful, at least not in Athens, because after the Spartans won, or the Peloponnesian League won the war, the Athenians the democratic rule in Athens were dismissed, and instead the Spartans did install 30 men to govern the city. They became known as the 30 tyrants, and actually it was not only these 30 men who did rule, but they in turn did appoint more men in Athens to govern the city. Anyway, it was no more a democratic rule, but an oligarchic one, and well, they ruled by fear, more or less. I mean, people got accused of things, they were whipped on the streets, if you supported the wrong stuff like democratic movements, you were executed, or you could be exiled, all by the rules of the 30 tyrants. And one of the guys who got exiled was this man, Thrasybulos, who was an Athenian who escaped to Thebes, where in Boeotia, which was under rule of an anti-Spartan ruler. So he got refuge there and had some Athenians with him, and he wanted to take back Athens and install a democratic regime there again, and he rebelled to the installed government, more or less. So at 404 he moved out of Thebes with a few hundred men, and they end up in a city called Phyle. And the Spartans were aware of him and that he resided in Phyle, so they tried to assault that city, but the mountain range nearby was a good. I think that's what's also shown in these maps of Phyle is up north here. It's Mount Parnes here, so there were some good defensive positions there. So the Spartans were actually not able to overthrow him and assault the city itself. So Thrasybulos continued to do some raidings outside the city, and the 30 tyrants, they thought, okay, we cannot assault the city, but we could move up a force, build some fortified camps here, and just check him and hinder him from doing these raids. So that they did, and that is what we see here on the map. Some fortified camps along with Spartan hoplites. And since Thrasybulos didn't have that many men, the Spartans did not fear a direct attack on them. But one night, Thrasybulos, along with 700 hoplites, did actually, by the cover of the dark, approach the Spartan camp and kind of surrounded it. It's not shown in this map, but I think I read somewhere that they actually surrounded this camp. But anyway, they drew up close by. So at the dawn of light, then the Spartans were taken by surprise. So when they woke up and started to prepare for a new day, the Athenians attacked, and quite quickly this became a rout, and Calibus with his Spartans were driven off. And this is so this is not really a big battle. It's more a skirmish or a small clash with 700 men. I think it's somewhere. I think the Spartans have around that same amount of men. So it's these hoplites. Also, as you can see down here, the Spartans have some medium cavalry. That's actually Athenians. So Athenians allied to the Spartans here. Yeah, so, and this is fun. We have the Thrasybulus actually fought in three clashes in a short period of time here, and it's a funny thing that all these three clashes are depicted here as commands and color scenarios. So we were gonna play those three clashes next, starting with Phyle 404 when he attacks with his 700, surprising this camp. Okay, so that's the background of this battle or clash, and as we can see here, the Athenians should have in a normal game 6 command cards. The Spartans only 2, but you can see this asterisk here. There's a special rule for that. We're gonna check that in a moment. So we battle till 4 banners. So this should be a fast one, I think. Okay, that's not that many units on the board, but anyway, it should be a fast one. So for the special rules. Okay, so in a normal play, the Spartans will start with 2 cards, and then for each turn they draw 2 more until they get 4 cards, which is their hand for the battle then for the rest of the battle. But as I have some special solitaire rules, I will give this Athenians 4 cards, as if they have, you know, two or more cards as their opponent, and the Spartans will only get 1 card for 2 turns, and then after 2 turns on turn 3 they will get 2 cards, and that will be their hand for the rest of the game. So they will be in a really harsh position from the beginning, in that they need to try to survive the 2 first turns, and then they can perhaps do something to counter the Athenians' attack here, or the Athenian exiles' attack. And other rules, hoplite infantry rule, and the 6 Spartan hoplite units are those 5 block units. So here we are. We have some terrain. We have some mountains back there, and we have 2 wood hexes just in front of the Spartan cavalry, who are Athenians, and then we have these camps, and that's 5 of them. And note that one of the camps is occupied by Calibus himself, and only him. So, and here we see the Athenian hoplite line drawn with the Thrasybulus in the center there. Okay, and I don't know if we need to go through that much of terrain rules right now. I think we could actually start the game. I think I remember the rules for the terrain then. Camp, you can, I think you can ignore 1 sword symbol there and 1 flag, but if you battle out you get 1 less die than normally. I think that it was like that. I think I will check that up really quick before I start this battle. Okay, but anyway, I just checked that rule so I don't play it wrongly from the beginning, and then as you can see I have dealt the cards already, so we could start the game right away. So just give me a moment to check the rules and we'll start. Well, I thought we could take a look at the terrain rules together anyway. So fortified camps, no movement restrictions, close combat, you can disregard one sword and one flag, just as we said, and it's protection against all 6 hex sides, and also, as I said, they will roll 1 fewer battle dice when battling out from a camp. The woods, you need to stop when you enter a forest, is the correct definition. So when you enter a forest, you cannot move further. You may only battle with 2 dice in or out in close combat. Yeah, that's it. And I think we know the rules of the hills, right? It's 2 up, 3 down, and mounted units have to basically in all directions, up, down, or hill to hill even. So that's it. So then we can start, and of course it's the Athenians who start first, as they have the surprise element here. So let's check their hand. They have 4 cards, so they can be pretty effective already. And I think they have really good cards. You see, they have the line command, and they can directly reach the enemy with that. They have the medium troops. That's also awesome because they can order 6 units with this card out of the 7 they have. And the double time, it's 4 or less units in group that could move 2 hexes and still battle. Really crazy. And then we also have these 4 units left, which would be on our right hand side there. But there's only 2 units there, so this guy is not that interesting now, I think. Question is, should we go in a double time and surround some of the camp hexes, or should we? The thing is, if we do the double time, we could even reach the Spartan leader there with an attack already, and that could be really nice to get that guy on the first turn. If I do that, I want to keep the line intact so I can do a efficient line command then. But that would be really nice. On the other hand, it would also be really nice to move up the whole hoplite line and get attacks on all 3 front hexes. Problem is, these guys, or actually those guys, will also hit with leader symbols then. So so I will let fate decide what Thrasybulus actually does here. So I will roll. I think it's one of these 2 cards that I want to play. So I'll play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a double time. Let's see what we have. Okay, it's a double time, so that's okay. So we go for 4 units, and let's see how we can keep the line intact here. So I want to get one guy there, that's for sure, so I can do 1 attack against him. And I think to kill him I need to roll 1 leader symbol. I actually forgot about that, how that worked, but let's have a quick look. Leader alone in a hex, it was the right page open here right away. You'd need to roll 1 leader symbol, otherwise he needs to evade. Okay, so I think it's worth it, because I don't get any dice reductions for the fortification, so, or the camp hex here. So I can roll 4 dice and I hit with the leader symbol. So we will activate the 4 units here, and I'll concentrate on hitting there. I'm gonna hit that guy with 2, and I'm gonna hit with 1 there. So let's see. Let's rush these guys down here. These guys will just move 1 down here. I think I want to move the leader 1. Oh, I will have a break in my line anyway. Yeah. Otherwise I need to move that guy there to keep the link. Well, I could do that. Maybe I should do that for now. So we move that guy here, so we can instead attack those guys. No, I need to keep those guys here and then move those guys here. Okay, it's not according to plan as I thought, but this is good enough. I get a few good hits here. So let's start with the first attack on the leader here. That's 4 dice, and let's pray to Pallas Athena we get a leader symbol. And we did. So the leader is a casualty right away. I'm sure the Spartans did not expect that. So Calibus is no more, and we have also the first Athenian banner already. By the first roll we have a banner. That's not often that happens. Okay, so these guys have attacked, and I am sure I could advance into that hex, and I will do that now because it gives me a protection if the Spartans will do a counterattack here. And then I mean I can move out and battle again next time, and don't get that reduced battle die for being there. Okay, next attack. Let's go from here to there, and it's 4 dice. Remember, those guys can now ignore 1 sword and 1 flag. So we got that sword, and we don't have a leader adjacent to us, so we actually did not hit them at all. So that was a failure, not a good assault into the camp, and they will now roll back. And remember, 1 less, so they get 3 dice back. And since they are no longer adjacent to the leader, they missed also. So it was these guys just banged on the door and they refused to open. So, but we have another guy in place to do a second attack. And this time, okay, they ignored that one, but we got in 1 hit. 1 blue symbol there. So 1 Spartan hoplite block is gone, but of course they will also be already on the walls and fight back here with 3 dice. And this time we got 1 hit and 2 flags, and I think we only can ignore 1, so this was kind of bad. Remove that, and we need to retreat now, breaking the line a bit here. I'm not too happy with that. And then we have a last attack to the other camp. Yeah, so it's the same thing. We have Thrasybulus with us now, so it's we hit with leader symbols. We got plenty of those, at least 2. So they could ignore at least that one. Let's take 2 hits first. Now's the question: do they want to retreat or do they want to fight back? They're in a desperate situation here, but I think they want to stay put there in cover, so they will just fight back. Maybe they can inflict a leader casualty on us as well. Okay, this was a good roll, so 2 hits, 2 guys down here from Thrasybulus, and we need to do a leader loss check, and if Thrasybulus will fall. We need to take that flag. He's fine. And that's really good because I realize now we cannot retreat. So that's it then. Kind of a surprise, not as deadly as I hoped for, but that was important. Spartan leader is gone. So let's hide the Athenian hand. And now let's see, what soul card do the Spartans have? Okay, they are quite lucky with their hand though. They can order each and every no, wait a minute. Okay, equal to command. I think this would mean, I mean, they have a reduced command to 2 now, right? In a normal game they would have 2 cards in their hand at this time. So I think that's the rule. They can for now activate two units with that card. It was kind of bad for them they got this card now, but okay. So I see 2 good options. We could hit on that unit. We could go out here and battle against that unit. The good thing is those guys cannot retreat, but they can, on the other hand, ignore 1 flag. Kind of tempting, but I think even more tempting is these guys, because Thrasybulus' unit is quite weak now. So if we could get 2 hits on those, we could even destroy that, and with a bit of luck we get Thrasybulus with us. So I think I'll do that. So I will attack from here, and I need to go out from the camp here, I guess. We go here and do another attack there. Maybe I should even go there, because if these guys kills those guys off, I can use this for another attack. Okay, let's start. So we start from the camp. We have, or should I move out from the camp perhaps to get that 4th dice? The problem is we're still a bit weak. We only have 3 blocks. If I go out, we will be hit hard by the Athenians next turn. I think I'll stay inside and attack with 3 dice. I need 2 hits, and I mean that's fully possible now. And we got 1 hit. Okay. Not super cool, but okay. Let's see the fate of Thrasybulus. He's fine. They will now fight back with 4 dice. Perhaps I should have gone out anyway. Okay, so we ignored that, but we cannot ignore those, so we took 2 hits. Ouch. Okay, but we're still here inside. So let's attack with that unit as well on the Thrasybulus command, and that's 4 dice. We need 1 hit. We got that. So now we kill that Athenian hoplite off, and by that we get the first Spartan banner. And let's see the fate of Thrasybulus. You know, now we only roll 1 die, and if we get the leader symbol, he's gone. Nope. So he will now retreat back here. We could gain ground, but I think not, because if I can get the retreat, I can retreat back to the camp instead. If I will stay there, I must retreat there. And it's better to retreat back to these camps. Okay, but, well, not bad for being, you know, just having 1 card in your hand, right? And, well, it's the Athenians again. And what card did they get? Okay, they got that leadership card, I think. Okay. It's okay. But I will go... No, I will actually not play the line command. I will play the medium troops because I have exactly 6 troops. So let's do that. So I can, with this card, order each and every hoplite unit I have on the board. Like that. And now let's see. These guys cannot retreat, so I will go out and I will hit those guys with 4 dice. I think I have a good chance to get that and that guy too this turn. So let's do like this. We go here. We move Thrasybulus with his gang there. Those guys could... Well, let's move them there so we have... no, I stay, because if these guys retreat, I can hit them here. These guys will move up here, and these will follow. So these cannot battle. And let's see where we start. I think I actually start with Thrasybulus on those guys. See what we get on them. Yeah, let's do that first. Or? No, let's start here. I want to see if I get that with the first roll here. So I have 4 dice, I need 1 hit. And we got 2 of them, so these guys are gone. So now we are halfway to victory with the Athenians. And this time I think I will gain ground, so I will take that. And well, let's do the battle with Thrasybulus now. So it's 4 dice and yeah, no, there's nothing special. Let's do it. So we got 1 hit and a flag, and these guys not supported, so we got that hit. He needs to take the flag and he will for sure go into the camp. We will follow and do a bonus attack because we had the leader with us. And in there they can ignore that, and we get no other hits, which was bad, so they can now battle back with 3 dice. And they got 2 flags, but I can ignore 2 flags actually. I have the leader and I am supported, so I will not retreat anywhere from there. Fair enough. Okay, so these guys cannot battle, but we have these guys left. Let's see if we can kick those out from that camp hex. So it's 4 dice, and now we're adjacent to a leader, so we actually managed to get 2 hits. He can ignore that flag if he wants to. 2 hits, and should we retreat? No, I don't see why we should. No, let's stay there. It's okay. But now's the question, maybe we instead want to kill that guy off so they cannot do a counterattack next turn. So yeah, let's attack the camp hex instead. I was, first thinking of attacking those guys, but I will want to get that unit so he cannot flee with any card. So let's see. That was interesting. No hit, but 3 flags. He can ignore 1 for the camp, but he needs to take 2. So he actually managed to get away by my attack. Not happy with that result. Anyway, that was okay. So Spartans are really fighting for survival now here, especially while they still only have one card. Next turn they will get 2. So heavy troops. They don't have any heavy troops, so I can order any one unit I want to. Let's move these guys in here and attack out with 3 dice. Or maybe I should protect those guys actually. Maybe I shouldn't go there. Maybe I should stay put. The bad thing is I am standing there at the edge of the map here, so I'm really dangerous position here. I mean, if I cannot get those guys to retreat and they will battle back, you know, every flag will drive out, or yeah, meaning removing 1 block for each flag I get. So I'm not too happy with that. And if I move away, then I open the avenue for those guys to attack, but actually they can attack me anyway. They can go there and attack, so it doesn't matter. Let's go into the camp. I stick to my original plan. We go into the camp and battle with 3 dice, and let's see what we get. We got 1 hit and we forced them actually to retreat, and that was good because now they cannot hit back. Okay, so that's the situation. So now, as you can see, I will grab 2 cards for the Spartan. And it's the Athenians again. Okay, so we see what the Athenians got now. Okay, they got a light troop card. Not too happy with that. They could play the line command now, or they could play this guy, or that, and only get 1 unit activated, but that they're not really interested in that, I think. So I'm pretty sure we want to do the line command now, because we have a big bunch of units we can activate with that card, those guys. Let's see, where can we hit? So I think we're gonna march down here. These guys will march here. It would be nice to force those guys to retreat, and then we can follow up because we're the leader with us, but they are in cover there, so they will probably not retreat. Let's march here. Should we start some attacks against those guys as well? Well, let's do that. And these guys, I give them some support here, so we can take a flag there if there's a battle back. So we've got 2 main groups of Athenians. Those are chasing those guys, and those are chasing these guys here. So those could attack as well. So let's just start on this flank then. So it's 4 dice. Let's see what happens. We got no hits, but we got a flag, so at least we are not getting a battle back. So we forced them to the edge of the board here. And this time I don't think I will follow. I stay put here and see if I can lure back the Spartans. Here's the question how we should do the attacks. I think actually I will I think I start with Thrasybulus and his guys first. So it's 4 dice. They can ignore 1 flag. And they can ignore this one, but we got, okay, 1 hit on them. So let's see if we can grind them down. They will of course fight back, but remember I'm also in camp hex. So we ignored that luckily, but they got 1 hit anyway because they rolled another sword symbol there. So 1 guy down, and we need to check the fate of Thrasybulus. Oops, daisy, that was close, but he survived. So that's that. Next, let's take those guys against the same target. So it's 4 dice. And that was ignored, so 1 hit. So we are slowly grinding them down here. And they will hit back, and this time only 3 dice. Oops, I think I played that wrong. I've rolled 4 dice for both these guys. Okay, that was wrong of me. I should have only rolled 3 dice in these attacks, but I think they both got 4 dice, so it's fine. But now I will only roll 3 from here out there on the plane. And that's 1 hit. Now we got 1 more, those guys, and that's 4 dice, because we're attacking in. And we got 2 hits. Well, good. 2 hits, they're down to 1 now. But again, they will of course battle back. And that's 3 dice. And 1 hit and 1 flag, and those guys are not supported, so we need to take the hit and then retreat back there. But I'm quite happy with to retreat back there. We could get slain there otherwise. That was it. So we are in a nice line here, but a thin line now, I say, because 3, 3, 2, 3, 3. Oh, 4 units in at the edge there, but heavy casualties here. But the Spartans has taken some serious losses too. All right. Let's grab them a card. Okay, so now the Spartans had their first turn with 2 cards. Let's see. Mounted charge. This means they could order 4 units, mounted or hoplite units, and get 1 bonus. Or we could do an outflanked. Pretty good things here, but I think I want to hit really hard here now. So I will play the mounted charge. I will hit back there and I will hit back here. So I will activate these hoplites. It's time now. The Spartans have awakened at last. And then we have these guys, and I will get those guys into action as well. So for movement, I will go there. I will go 1, 2, and 3. And then I will march up and march up. Now we are seeing a full-scale Spartan counterattack here. So let's start on this flank. So we attack from here to there. That's 4 dice. And 1 hit and a flag, but he's supported, so I think he will stand his ground. And they will battle back with 4 dice. 2 flags. He can take 1, but the other retreat flag will be a casualty. Okay. Then we have the second Spartan attack against the same target. Let's see if they are more lucky with their roll. Kind of. 2 hits at least. They're down to 1, but still standing and can of course also battle back. This is a real exchange here. Okay, flag and 2 hits. So yeah, 2 hits and the flag, so they retreat back to the... They got bounced back here by that attack, but okay, they hit those guys hard. But no flags or no banners dealt. Okay, for the next one, I want to... Oh, I forgot something. I should have gotten 1 extra die here. Oh crap. Let's see. I need to play that again then. Yeah, because this is quite important. Let's see if I will roll 1 die for the... I don't remember how many hits we got the first time. Okay, sorry guys, I need to rewind this. It's too important to ignore that I got this one. So I will. Oh, I don't know. Look, here is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna roll one extra die for that attack I got that there first. Okay, that was a flag. Now. Oh guys, I mixed this up really bad now, because that flag, I think I rolled one flag. So this would be 2 flags. So they would have been forced to retreat by that. Oh my, it's kind of too late now, but kind of too late, but I will try. I will roll one. Okay, so I will retreat those guys back there, and I will still roll one more die against that unit, see if we kill them. Yeah, we did. Okay, so this is how I'm gonna play it. Okay, these guys would probably don't have been bounced back here, but since I did this in a bit weird way, I'm gonna keep the situation like this, but I will remove this one, and I will give the Spartans one more banner, because they should have gotten those extra dice. And okay, I know the second attack would have hit those guys instead if I have played this correctly, but by this I at least did some good for the Spartans for playing this card. That was silly of me. Okay, I hope you can agree that this is a okay solution for the Spartans at least. So over here I will go with cavalry first. If I manage to retreat there, I get to retreat in there, I can still hit with those guys and kill them. So I will not forget the extra die now, so I will get 4 dice against that unit. And I got actually only 1 hit. Okay. Well, here comes the main attack. That's 5 dice. And I would need 2 hits. I only got 1 and 2 flags. So these guys will rush back towards their lines, and I will this time... No, I will not move in there. I want to keep my retreat pass open. So that's how it ends. Well, pretty good. They have even out the banner count now, so it's 2-2. And we know we have an outflank card, so we can continue pressure on the flanks here next turn. But let's see, it's the Athenians in between. So for their leadership any section, that could get those guys. I mean, I could get that and that unit, and then it would be over. So I will try to do that already now. So I will play leadership plus 3 units. I only have 2 linked, but that's enough. Let's start moving those guys here as well. I'm hoping to get those guys now. So what I need to do is actually to kill that guy with the leader, so I can go in there and do a second attack and kill those guys too. I wonder if it even... Yeah, let's play this card anyway. So I will actually back with that 2 strength unit here and march out with those guys there. And now for the attacks. And now I'm hoping to end the game. So I will have 4 dice. I need 1 hit. But they can ignore the first sword symbol, but we got them. We got actually 2 hits on them, so we eliminated that Spartan hoplite unit, getting the 3rd Athenian banner. And of course I can advance and do the bonus attack, and now this time those guys are not protected, so I mean even a flag counts as, yeah, a hit here, so because they need to retreat off, and that will be the end of the game. And we got ourselves actually 4 hits, as we got the flag as well. 2 leader symbols, 1 blue and a flag, so these guys got enough, they rushed out of the board, and here we go, the 4th banner for the Athenians. Okay, that was a quick one, even though I did mess up a bit there, but I think that did not have any impact on the outcome, because it was here where it happened. Okay, the Spartans got themselves a banner, and they should have, even if I had played that correctly, they would have gotten that 1 banner. And so I think this result is expected here, 4-2, even though I did mess up there. And well, quick and furious battle, and looking at how the positions are at the end game here, the Athenians had really, you know, poured in here and there between, cleaned out the Spartan camp hexes. Some guys are, well, got their nose bloodied, so they are retreating back. And at the very end we actually saw some Spartans waking up, doing a fierce counterattack on both flanks, even including some Athenian allied cavalry there. All in all, quick and fun battle, very intensive, I'd say. So yeah, this will only be one part then in this video, but well, I'll load this up, and I think I will pretty soon play the next one of Thrasybulus' attempts to overthrow the government in Athens and get that democratic rule back. Alright, so thank you very much for watching, and I think we see each other soon again. Alright, bye bye.